stock market volatility surges as Trump's tariff announcements shake global markets. Global markets took a sharp downturn on Friday, hitting their lowest levels in 6 weeks, as renewed tariff threats from former U.S. President Donald Trump unsettled investors. The dollar remained strong, hovering near multi-week highs, as fears of a global trade war resurfaced. Tech stocks suffered further losses, with Nvidia and other major Wall Street giants facing heavy. Investors reacted negatively to Nvidia's earnings report, despite its prior dominance in AI-driven market growth. Trump's trade policy shakes markets. In a surprise move, Trump announced that a 25% tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico would take effect earlier than expected, on March 4th instead of April 2nd. He also confirmed that goods from China would face an additional 10% duty, while hinting at potential 25% tariffs on European Union imports. This abrupt shift forced investors to reassess market risks, causing volatility across global indices. According to Chris Weston, head of research at Pepperstone, the markets had largely dismissed tariff threats in recent months, but were now adjusting their stance to account for further disruptions. Market reactions and global sell-off. The fear of escalating trade tensions had immediate consequences. Risk-sensitive currencies like the Australian dollar tumbled. The US dollar surged, posting its best performance since late January. Bitcoin fell below $80,000 for the first time in over 3 months. Meanwhile, Europe's Stoxx 600 dropped by 0.3%, extending Thursday's 0.5% decline, while tech stocks slid another 1.3%. Despite the sharp daily losses, the index remained up 0.3% for the week, extending its 10-week winning streak. Wall Street's outlook and inflation concerns. U.S. stock futures showed signs of recovery, indicating Wall Street may regain some lost ground after the previous day's sharp decline. A stronger dollar pressured commodities, with gold falling 0.6% to its lowest level since February 10th. While the prospect of increased tariffs has strengthened the dollar, it has also sparked concerns about its broader economic impact. Recent U.S. data suggests slowing economic growth, leading traders to price in at least 2 Federal Reserve interest rate cuts this year, with the first potentially coming as early as July. Investors are closely monitoring the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, set for release later today. Additionally, next week's non-farm payrolls data will provide further clarity on the U.S. labor market. Global impact. Asian and European markets react. Asian markets also suffered significant losses. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index fell 3.3%. China's blue-chip CSI 300 Index dropped 1.9%. Analysts speculate that Trump's aggressive trade policies could prompt additional economic stimulus from China, potentially impacting the upcoming National People's Congress meeting. In the Eurozone, inflation data provided mixed signals. French inflation dropped below 1% for the first time in 4 years. German inflation slowed in several key states, with national figures expected later today. The European Central Bank's upcoming policy meeting will be crucial for market direction. Cryptocurrency and commodity fluctuations. Bitcoin tumbled 4.2%, falling to $78,273, marking its lowest level since November 10th. Gold prices slipped to $2,859 per ounce, reaching their weakest point since early February. What's next for the markets? With rising trade tensions, a strong dollar, and economic uncertainty, markets remain on edge. Will central banks respond with stimulus, or are we heading toward greater financial turbulence? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for real-time market updates.